Hi, welcome to the Crafty Tinker. I'm Nicole, and I just want to say thank you for being here. This week, I am going to talk about my Strange Brew sweater progress. I am going to talk a little bit about the mug cozy that I really haven't been working on. And I am going to show you the door prizes that have now come for the Stitch Social that's happening in October. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the sweater first. It is the most exciting bit, right, for me. And at this point, I'm saying to myself, why did I not do a regular sweater? Why did I have to decide to make this a cardigan? So here it is, warts and all, as they say. I love it. And I just have to finish the cuff of the right sleeve, pick up the button bands, and fill in the pockets. I couldn't find the right size double-pointed needles. Normally, when I work on something small like this, I do prefer to use double-pointed needles, but I couldn't find them. Until this morning when I came in this room. This room I only really use for podcasting, but I also store a lot of things in here. And I found a bag that had some yarn in it. And I thought, oh great. I was wondering where that yarn had gone. And then I pulled out the yarn to put in one of my yarn baskets. And there were my double-pointed needles I've been looking for. So they were attached to a bird tail that I had to put down. I started making another bird a while ago. I was on this Arne and Carlos bird kick, and I was pretty much knitting a bird a day until my finger started to go numb when I was using my double-pointed needles. So I had to stop using those. Not good, but anyway, I put it in a bag and forgot about it. So to do these sleeves, I've been using the magic loop method, but kind of in a different way. I'll show you in just a second how I've been doing it. Because normally with magic loop, you would knit all these and then just pull this needle all the way up so that there were no stitches on it. My tension is really terrible when I do that. And so that's why I don't like the magic loop method normally, because I get a lot of laddering, which is not good, like when you're doing socks. So this is my modified magic loop, I guess. I do have about 72 stitches on here, and I'm supposed to be using size 2 needles, but I grabbed a size 3 both times. So what this tells me is I need to reorganize my knitting needle case because I had size 3 needles in the size 2 slot. So see here, I will pull this through. Now the problem that comes with that is this needle loosens up every time I do that, so I just have to, twist it tighter to make sure that it doesn't completely fall off. So yeah, that's how I've been knitting my sleeves. And actually this other sleeve, I did end up going to my, where did it go? My 9-inch sock needle that I have, but I really don't prefer to use that. So anyway, I'll probably switch to double-pointed needles this afternoon because I much prefer them. Now, okay, so that's the sweater. Finish the sleeve, pick up the button bands, research how to make a buttonhole, because I've never done that before, and then do the pockets. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, it was just a pen. So then my sweater will be finished. That should probably be in the next couple of weeks. And then I have to practice my steek, which a couple of weeks ago I cast on this little project. It's going to be a mug cozy, although it's going to be a very small mug cozy. I charted out some pug faces. I know that I showed you this project when I did, when I talked about it last time, but I haven't really worked on it. So I do need to start working on this. Now, I didn't put any steek in the ribbing at the top because when I cast on my sweater, I wasn't really planning to make a cardigan. Well, maybe I was, but I wasn't thinking about the steek stitches, so I didn't put any stitches in for the steek. So that's why I'm doing this with no steek stitches. I did put them in the bottom, so I will put them in the bottom in this to practice. I was on Instagram the other day, and I did see someone else who's participating in the Steek and Streak event didn't even do stitches on the neckline or the hem. And I was like, that's such a great idea. I should have just knit back and forth for those. So for my next cardigan, I will probably do that. Actually, for my next cardigan that I do this way, I will do that. The next cardigan that I would like to knit is the Gramps cardigan by Tin Can Knits. And that doesn't have any steeking at all in it, if I'm reading the pattern correctly. It's all worked in one piece, but there's no steek. So that'll be an adventure. So yeah, I'll probably work on this some this week as well. Today is Saturday, the 14th of September, and tomorrow there is a fiber festival at Bethel Woods in New York. That is where the site of Woodstock happened. They just had a big 50th anniversary with lots of concerts and stuff down there for the 50th anniversary of Woodstock. So I will be heading down there tomorrow with my grandmother, and my mother let me borrow her selfie stick. I have never used a selfie stick, but I'm going to practice this afternoon so that I can take some video and pictures of this festival. I think it's the first time that they're having it, and it's not that far, so I figured we could go. It's practically down just 2 roads. So yeah, we'll see. And I'm really excited that Toad Hollow is going to be there. I follow them and I love seeing their yarns and what they name their yarns, and you know, they have all the Harry Potter stuff and all the Jane Austen stuff, and so I really do like themed yarns like that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it should be a fun day. So there are plenty of other people that are going to be there too. I'm pretty sure Cece's Wool from Gilderland is going to be there. She posted on Instagram yesterday. So I have never been to her store, but I'll be glad to go down there tomorrow and check it all out. And it'll be like pre-gaming for Rhinebeck, I guess. So the next thing that I would like to talk about are the door prizes for the Stitch Social that I'm hosting on Friday, the 18th of October, 2019. Wow, 2009. That was a long time ago. It's going to be at the Old Dutch Church in Kingston. I know that there are a lot of things going on that weekend. It's free to come. Just come and sit and knit and have a coffee or a tea. I do ask that if you plan to come that you please reserve tickets through Eventbrite. I'll put a link down below for that. The space is large, but it is still limited. So I will need to know, how many people are going to be there. And so door prizes. When you arrive, we will give you a ticket, and at the end of the evening, we will draw 2 tickets for door prizes. I reached out to a few businesses here in the Hudson Valley through Ravelry, asking if they would be willing to donate door prizes for the event. And so a couple of them did reply to me. So Terry from Whole Knit and Caboodle sent a skein of her sock yarn. There are 465 yards in this skein. It's merino and nylon, and this color is called Cloudy Sky. It's a one of a kind. I made my fingering weight Hatdana out of this yarn, and I love it. So thank you so much, Terry, for that. And then Julia from Pandia's Jewels sent a skein of her Snug Base yarn. This has 462 yards. It's also merino and nylon, and this is Stellar Nursery. And then Julia also sent matching stitch markers. There are 6 stitch markers in there. That little rocket ship is adorable, isn't it? And then a project bag to match with a little sheep astronaut. So thank you so much, Julia, for that. And if you are at the Stitch Social, you could win either one of these door prizes. So please come and join us. And yeah, it'll be a fun night. I know the weekend is packed with stuff, though. I know Indie Untangled is happening on Friday, and Needles Up, and the Rhinebeck Yarn Bazaar. And then on Saturday, aside from the Sheep and Wool Festival, I know Jill Draper is having her open house. So yeah, it should be a fun and very busy weekend. I myself have signed up for many things. So I said to my husband that we are going to be exhausted by the end of the weekend. He is actually taking off from work to come with me to all the events except for Indie Untangled because he didn't get a ticket to that. So again, if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, purchased your free tickets yet through Eventbrite for the Stitch Social, please do. And thank you to everyone who have already got your tickets. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you there. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have for this week. We started school and it's gone pretty well. I always worry that, giving them the whole summer off is gonna make it so that we struggle in September to get back on track with our routine. But now that they're 10 and 12, I think they realize there's no arguing over it. You're gonna have to do it anyway. So they've been pretty good at doing what I'm asking them to do. In the morning, I just write on the whiteboard their assignments for the day, and then we do some readings together, and if they need help with anything, they ask. So it's good. We have quite a few new homeschoolers this year in our community. We went to a picnic a couple of days ago, and they were able to meet a few new people, so that was fun. There's a really large group of homeschoolers here in the Hudson Valley, and there are so many things to do. You actually have to pick and choose because otherwise you'd be driving all day. So yeah, we're grateful for that. So that's it. Again, if you don't have your tickets yet to the Stitch Social, please get them. And next week, I will have footage from the Catskill Fiber Festival. Hopefully, I will have button bands on my sweater with pretty good buttonholes and maybe some buttons. Maybe I'll wear my sweater tomorrow without the steek and look for some buttons. That's a good idea. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please click this icon over here, and don't forget to click the bell to get notifications whenever I upload a video. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. I hope you have a great day.